Cino is flying with Supergirl. Screen Fiend fans, what's up? Supergirl and Carcino flying over pawn shops. Saving the world. Ersino goes out and saves the black folks. She saves the white folks. That's how it works. Cino could have made this movie a lot better. This movie is getting torn apart on social media. But it is not as bad as people making it out to be. That is the problem. It is not as bad as they're making it out to be. And it's a shame that they're choosing to try to destroy this film. It's watchable. It's a good movie. It's a lot of stuff wrong with it. We're going to get into the spoiler part of it. If you didn't see it and you were like, I didn't feel like watching the movie because of this reason, that reason, and this reason over here. Okay, I understand it. But for the rest of the world who's very curious and want to know, well, here we go. It's inspired by the DC comic. Inspired by. Definitely not a rendition of. It's inspired by the very popular comic called Woman of Tomorrow. The biggest Supergirl story there is. The best one. And they screwed it up. But now, yes, we're going to go into spoilers. And then we'll go deal with the fallout. If you hadn't seen the movie and you don't want to hear the spoilers, this is a good time to jump out right now and say, I'm tapping out. Tap out. But if you don't care and you want to know what's going on, you want to feel connected, you want to get down with the get down, you want to get down to the get down. Now's the time. We going straight to the spoilers now. Now, Millie Alcock as Supergirl. Was she a problem? No. I had no problem with this girl being Supergirl one bit. I had a problem with her introduction. When they introduced her in the Superman movie, she was a drunk, bumbling, stumbling person. Very unlikable. They start this movie off basically right where that ends off. And she's a stumbling, bumbling, messy, going through a depression person who still, after all these years, hadn't quite adjusted to being on Earth. Still feeling alone and not trying to really fit in. Now, the person that written this movie, this is the first movie they've ever done. First movie they've ever done. They have nothing of credit before writing for this. And this person was supposed to write the new Wonder Woman movie. Bad signs. The writing is not that good because the script is not that good. It's chopped in half. It's chop, 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 chop. And because it's chop, 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 we're like, what in the world is going on here? I think the more interesting story would be the Krypton story on how she came to be Supergirl. Instead of the cutscenes, they should have used the cutscenes and focused more on that. But her being on Krypton. And they decided to not focus more on her being on Krypton. They just she doesn't know the language yet. She's speaking Kryptonian language. So now, as you can see, you're looking at a situation where in the comics, you see that the dog angle was already used in the comic. So this way before John Wick. Crypto is shot by a poisonous dart, right? And they went to go get a cure. The little girl whose father is slayed by this bad guy over some weapons. She wants to get revenge for her family getting killed. In this one, in the comics, her whole family didn't get killed. I think it was just like her mother or father or somebody got killed. It wasn't her whole family. And here they made the whole family go except for her, which gave it more of an angle. You could see she had pretty much nothing after that. So yes, she wanted to be on the mission. So that change I didn't mind whatsoever. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. This is where it's going to get really interesting, y'all. As this girl wants to go and watch this performance, right? As this thing materializes, you start to see there's a combination of many things happening. And what I mean by that is I see a combination of agendas. It's like, okay, well, what is the motivation of the character? Hey, look, I don't make the characters. I'm Carcino Man, and that's Supergirl. I'm saving the black folks. She's saving the white folks. And you're going to find out why Carcino Man is needed in this movie. Because there's one scene I had a real problem with in this film. And we're going to get to that. Now, they need a motivation for the character. He has no arc. He has no reason except for he's a space pirate. He was there to get some weapons from her father, who makes all these weapons. But he ends up wiping them out and taking out of her son, who just jumps out of nowhere. So now, after this, his motivation is kidnapping only women. This is the motivation. This villain, he says, Sino is Val L. Now, his mission is to kidnap only women, only little girls, so that they can take them and make them their wives. All of these pirates is to kidnap these girls, make them their wives, so that they can replenish their all-male race. I'm like, well, what if they're born a female? Then what happens? What happens happens to the baby if they're born a female? So they've already just created a weird and feminist angle. And I'm like, only this kind of writing is dangerous. And it is crazy that this wasn't in the comic. No, it wasn't. Neither was the girl saying, well, why is your cousin Superman and you're Supergirl? Like, really? Why is he a man and you're a girl? Like, this is sexist. Like, oh my God, this is bad. Like, they stop it before she says Supergirl. I'm like, just stop this. Because this is being forced now. This dialogue is horrible. I'm like, why are you telling Superman's identity to some girl from another planet? Well, my cousin Clark, they call him Superman. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you telling his business? I'm like, what are you doing? People don't know Clark is Superman. Why don't you shut your goddamn trap? And the movie takes a bad turn from the beginning because as soon as they said what the guy's motivation was, and I'm like, well, then why didn't he take that girl? He just let her live. He walked away after he killed her family. He just left her in the house while the house was burning down. He just walked out. Why wouldn't he take her and make her one of the wives? That'd have been it right there. Movie over. I'm like, they's like, oh man, that's right. We didn't think about that. Why wouldn't he just take the damn little girl? She's a girl. You didn't took her, had a whole thing full of girls. If that was his job. If that was his motivation, why in the world? Shouts out to Michelle Miller. Yes, the fight scenes was okay. Some of them were. Like, I love the beginning with the bus and all of that. I had no problem with that part of it. My problem with the movie doesn't lie there. My problem lied with that being one of the main factors of the situation altogether. No. My thing is the writing. Some of the writing was just cringe. It's like, oh, this is awful writing. Like the dialogue was crazy. And it just was like the editing process. I'm like, dog, if you're looking at this from a filmmaker's standpoint, you'll be going insane because of the way the pacing was. I'm like, this pacing is wild. There's actually a scene where Supergirl flies up to the sky in the universe to scream. Ah! Then she flies back down and then says, okay, take me to where they are. Now, I want to know where they're at. Tell me where they are so you can take me there. I'm like, Supergirl, you don't need a cab. You can fly. You just flew into space. Why do you need a cab? So the pacing was just way off. Now, the problem and why I'm on there with Supergirl and this thumbnail that you're seeing right here, there's a reason for this thumbnail. I think that there needs to be a black Superman out here getting it done, and that's me. and I need to get in here and start taking care of business. Because the reason why is because there's a scene in here with this black family and the most obvious shifty family moment I've ever seen in my life. Were the shiftiest people you've ever seen. You just knew they was. I'm like, okay, well, you've already foreshadowed that these people are shiesty, or they got some up their sleeve. They keep signaling each other, the wife and the husband. Yeah, we'll take you to get some help. I'm like, yeah, how many times are they gonna be doing this? What time is he gonna be back? Yeah, he's shiesty, working in the alley with people. And I'm like, okay, they end up being shiesty. And they doing it because they have no choice. They doing it to try to get their daughter back, the black girl. So Supergirl ends up getting the drop on them. She's freeing all these kids that's dropping out of the sky in these containers. They got all the kids in the town. And then all of a sudden, here comes their daughter. She comes running out down the street. They black daughter, and they running for her. They trying to go get their black daughter. She's running from the bad man. So Batman ends up finding the parents, take the parents out, and the little girl is there. He takes out the little girl, takes her life. Now, after all these white people you got in there, you got thousands of white kids there. The whole black family had to get wiped out with the black kid. So a black child dies in a Supergirl movie, murdered by this so-called mean guy with no motive. To just try to show how evil he really is. So at the end, if you haven't read the comic book, in the end of the comic books, here's the thing. Supergirl actually takes her on this mission to show this girl that vengeance is only going to consume you. It's not going to save you. It's not going to do anything for you in the end. That she was like, well, we got to save the dog. She was like, Crypto going to be all right. He was going to be okay. I came with you on this mission so I could, it was about the girl learning about revenge and what it would lead to in her life. It's not going to bring her happiness and all these things, right? So they lean into this, except for Crypto's really messed up in the movie version. And in this version, it gets to the end and she's telling the girl all of the things that she's supposed to do. The girl decides not to kill him and she walks away, only for Supergirl to come up and stab him and do the same thing she just goddamn said to the little girl. Stab. That's for that family. No, that's for my dog. And this stab is for that girl. The black little girl that died. She stabbed her in the neck for the black little girl now. And that's from that black little girl. I'm like, you could have saved the black little girl. Lobo was good in his limited time, but how did Lobo get caught? I would have loved to have known that. I would have loved to have seen that part. How did Lobo get caught? 1. 2, these were the weakest people I've known, but they keep trying to come up with ways to nerf her powers. Those kryptonite darts, that was great. But you don't see her in her outfit, her Supergirl outfit, until the last act of the movie. Why? We know she's Supergirl already. That's like if Superman do the movie and you don't see him get in his Superman outfit to the last 40 to 30 minutes of the movie. You're like, well, what the hell is this? Whose idea was this? It was some bad decisions. I could have fixed this movie. Oh my God, I could have fixed this movie. I'm like, I could have fixed this movie for free. That's how bad that is. In the comic, right? She banishes him to the Phantom Zone. Why? Because it meant something. You don't kill him. You didn't learn anything. You just went against the very lesson you was teaching her. You just went against the very thing you was teaching her. So I was baffled when she did that. I said, what? Wow. That didn't make any sense. That's how I was thinking at it. Yeah, and then they do a fast forward, and he had spent so much time in the Phantom Zone. He was so remorseful. It's just its own thing. Instead of doing cutscenes, showing her shipped over there till she meets Superman, showing her growing up in the city a little bit, and why, so we can have a backstory as to cutscenes into the movie about 45 or maybe an hour into the movie, when the movie slows down to a crawl, to put this movie in there. So I would have edited that part to the front. That would fix a lot with this movie just by doing that scene alone, taking all the Superman cutscenes and all the cutscenes from Krypton, because now someone will feel sympathetic for this character now. But you're watching it and you're like, oh, she's just a mess. She's just a white hot trash mess. Now, here's some things that I like. I love the parts on Krypton. I love all the cutscenes. I love the bus scene. Oh, the bus scene, read the comics, are making these films. They're altering things. Because when Lobo fights Superman, we know through the comics, he's shocked that a Kryptonian can do all of these things. He's like, this dude can't be Kryptonian. But it was just because he was on Earth and in front of a yellow sun, and he never knew that. He just like, Kryptonians are some of the easiest people I've ever got collected bounties on. And now, this guy is something else. So it's a different story. And now that we all have this comic book, we all are sitting here like, okay, what's what? So yes, they gave us a comic book with the movie. I don't know if you guys are gonna get it. It was for a special night, so you guys might have gotten the Supergirl comic. So walking in there, I said, okay, this is Supergirl. Is this gonna be the same Woman of Tomorrow storyline? So looking at this, it is like the Woman of Tomorrow story, in which it is borrowed from, where the sword is actually the sword of the villain. And it ends up becoming Supergirl's sword, and she keeps the sword as a gift from helping her defeat the baddie. And she actually has that sword when she fights side by side with Wonder Woman. In this one, the baddie shoots Supergirl. So you gave everybody a comic in which you don't follow any of the key details. Because she's on a planet with a red sun, she was shot with like 3 arrows. bleeding from the chest, everything. Very interesting start, right? Then they start showing Absolute Batman. A couple other things, right? But the last fight scene to be there on that course, desert, was like, it's uneventful. Beating him up on a desert, a guy who can't really fight you and give you no match whatsoever. Like, we got nothing from the villain. He was just completely bland. And the dialogue is bland. So Lobo was just being Lobo, and he was Jason Momoa, in other words, just walking around smoking and say the Jason Momoa is Lobo in real life. He ain't gotta act at all. It's like put him in makeup and yell action. What are my lines? You have none. Just walk in and start. Just be Jason Momoa. Okay, great. Let me get a beer. Yeah, I hate you too. Man, you're an ugly cuss. Just let him be Jason Momoa. That's it. Yep, my man. Now, this movie took you on a ride that you didn't want to go on, but you realized the movie could have been a lot better, especially if they had me in it. Now, I could have went and saved that black family. She could have went and saved all the white people. And then we would have not had this problem. And see, this is the problem with Hollywood. Let's kill off the minority people in the movie. Why? You got 89% Caucasian people in this movie. And about all the minorities, the Chinese people getting killed, the Asian people getting killed, start off killing their family. But the white people, they can't die. Supergirl gonna save them. So since Supergirl want to save people that look like her, I'm gonna just say the black folks then. Sino Man is right there. I'm gonna save everybody else. Since the Superman universe, they never had a kid die in a Superman movie ever till now. And Lord and behold, it's a black woman. A black kid they got going right off the script. So of course he's gonna shine. Why wouldn't he shine? He's not even acting. All he has to do is be Jason Momoa all over the place. Now, here's my thing. You've written a movie for feminist, male-hating individuals, and I don't know how many feminist, male-hating individuals out there that go watch superhero movies. I've never seen, when I look at female feminist women, I don't see them saying, "Now let's go watch a superhero movie." Yeah. I don't see them lined up to go watch these movies. So my thing is, why are you making these films? Who are you making them for? If you want to make a feminist type movie, go do that. But who came in with the narrative that we need to make this about females and feminists, then okay, you telling us Supergirl is now just for girls. Girls who hate men. If that's the case, then fine. Y'all can go ahead and put that in there and let it be known so we can stay away from it. And then you can go get all the feminists you want, and you can go get mad at their groups for not going to watch Supergirl. The villain. I mean, I laughed when they said that. He wants to kidnap all the young girls to be their wives so they can replenish their all-male race. I laughed so hard. I said, oh my God, this is horrible dialogue. Horrible plot point. I would have shot this down immediately. So, the movie would have started off different had I did it. They'd have showed her arriving from Krypton, landing on the planet, getting all her superpowers. But there was a black guy they brought along. He was on Krypton too, just chilling. Named Carcino. He told him, Carcino, go in there, and make sure she okay in case she run into any danger. I'd be like, inside of a bubble traveling through space? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Just go with her. She gonna need somebody to talk to. She got a dog. How long we gotta be cooped up in here? I ain't got no leg room. How long we supposed to be up in here? So I'd arrived on Earth, coming in there with Supergirl. And once I get there, my powers kick in. I'll be like, oh, hey, I like this. So she was like, you got to help me. I'm like, nah, your cousin over there, he going to help you out. I'm straight. I'm going back to the city. To the city, yeah, I saw some people look like me over there. Yeah, but that's a poor area. That's all right. They got some hoes. All right, I'm going to go over here for a minute. I'll be right back. They'll be like, did you just fly in here? I'll be, yeah, man, what's up? Yeah, I'm strong as hell, too. I can lift this whole car. Hey, what they call you? I'm Carcino Man. Oh, yeah, I ain't got no secret identity. I'm Carcino Man. Oh, what's up, Carcino Man? Yeah, I love that suit and that cape. I mean, that's right. When I don't want to be bothered, I put on some sunglasses and a hoodie. Then I'm just Kevin. Working on YouTube. Making videos. So Supergirl, she be over there with her cousin Superman. They coming up with plans. Lex Luthor trying to take them out. And they come and get me. I come in there and try to help them out and tell Lex to chill. I be Lex, yeah, you got all this money. Yeah. Why the hell you want to bother with them? I don't like y'all coming over here. I'll be like, what, black folks in the area? Look, man, you don't have to get used to that. Or just move out there with your money and get your own estate. You ain't got to see nobody. I was like, you know what you need, man? What? You need a blunt. Smoke this blunt and chill out. And you know there's other stuff out there in space, other aliens, other planets, man, you need to be trying to get out there to see what's more out there. Because everybody gonna be coming here. You need to be trying to help work with him. At least you got him on your side. There's more threats than him out there. At least he here to help. Some other people come here and try to rule you, dude. So you need to be trying to make stuff to try to protect the world. You can make a lot of money doing that, bro. Dude, I don't even know what you wasting your time with him for. Yeah, you sound crazy. All this money you wasting trying to take him out, you looking like a fool. He just toying with you. You like a little toy playing with him. All you got to do is pop you one time in the forehead with his finger and you dead. What's the intro song? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. We coming right in there, baby. They fighting for world peace. I'm fighting to get a piece of the world. I mean, look, if I'm going to be saving people, I'm not going to be living poor. Y'all going to pay me, the government. Y'all going to be paying me to do these acts. I'm sorry. That's going to be the theme of this movie. Superman, we're doing it for the rights of good. That's cool. But I got bills to pay. It ain't no way I'm gonna be flying from here to Seattle back and forth because some little kid fell off the balcony. I gotta fly to Seattle and save him. What if I don't get there in time? Then they gonna blame me for not getting there in time. I'll be like, look, you Superman, this your job. You signed up for this shit. I ain't come here to do none of this. I came here with her. They was like, make sure she's straight. When we got here, she's straight. You got her working with you. Y'all family. I ain't related to y'all. I'm doing my own thing, so I'm gonna work out my deal. You stupid. You can go ahead and do it for free if you want. But I'm gonna negotiate a deal. If y'all want me to help, y'all better pay a check. Now, this movie is better than Supergirl movie already. You don't even need a villain. You don't even need a villain. I'm flying over strip clubs and pawn shops, baby. Baby, why you flying so low? I ain't flying that high. I don't know what's going to happen. I might smack a plane or something. Come on, my work hours ain't 9 to 5 at all, dog. I'm gonna be working from 3 to 5. I was like, look, if y'all get in trouble before 3, I ain't getting up to about noon. So if something happened to y'all at this time, y'all on y'all own. The villain is the feds. Oh hell, I'd have froze their ass. So as they start coming, I'll be, you can't do that. That's called murder. What's that? I don't know. I ain't killed nobody. I just froze. It'll be all right. All right, they'll try to get Supergirl and Superman to try to stop me. We're gonna stop you. Stop me from doing what? You're not gonna do anything to hurt me. I ain't hurting nobody if they trying to hurt me. You put your hands on me, you going to sleep. Media man all over again. Nah, I'd have laid Superman out. Right then and there. Me and Superman would have had it out right there. Oh no, it'd have been a whole different movie. Somebody would have talked crazy about me. We've been watching the game, some Knicks fan. Yeah, Knicks! I'd have burnt his ass up on the street. You just burnt him up on the street. You can't use your I-beams for that because of a basketball game. They were cheap. I'm going to find out. I'm going to grab this Adam Silk and find out what's going on. You burning up Knicks fans on the street. I've been burning their ass up. I'd have been Homelander for real. You couldn't give me those powers. It's gonna be over. I wouldn't last a week. The whole world be after me in a week. They're gonna be. There's Carcino Man. He's in Israel. What is he doing? He's removed the entire government from Israel. He's got them all. What is that in a big giant net? What is he doing? He's taking them out into space. Dun, 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 dun. Man, you can't. Oh, I'm just getting started. Man, it'd be a whole different world. We kicking it all right in Israel. We going right over there ASAP. That's where it's starting. I'd be like, we starting here. We're gonna go sweep through Africa. By the time I get to the United States, I'll be like, y'all gonna be one of the last to go. I'm cleansing everything. I guarantee you my movie would break records. We gonna do $1 billion in the first week. People be, this is the livest superhero movie I have ever seen. This is the livest superhero movie I have ever seen. Oh, look, Cino just round up all the skinheads. There you go. He taking them into space. This is crazy work. Man. Hey, I'm gonna be cleansing. By the time I come to the United States to do some work, I'd have been throughout the entire world. I'd be like, all right, now I'm here. Time to get started. Let's start cleansing the United States. I'm telling you, that movie will be talked about all throughout the world. This movie is abysmal. What is the villain? Who is the villain? I'm confused. I mean, this movie is this for kids? Oh man. Oh, LeBron would have been in the movie. Yeah, he come in there. Hey, yup. I like black Carcino Man. I got a Carcino Man shirt. I'd have been like, thank you. And whoa, what's he doing? He's taking him out to space. Oh man, it'd been an epic fight with me and Superman. I'd have knocked Superman out. Supergirl would have jumped on my back, tried to fight me. I'm gonna pull her down, yank her to the ground like Diddy, throw a kick and miss, and then stomp on the leg, and then Diddy gonna be in the movie like, nah, don't do that, Cino man. Look what they did to me. Don't do that, Carcino, man. Look what they did to me. And I'm telling you, that movie right there is all better than Supergirl right now. You can go line up. You can go line up everybody. That movie right there is 10 times better than that movie is already 10 times better than the Supergirl movie they got out now. Oh no, man. I saw he said, man, you just made a whole movie in 7 minutes. Exactly. And they paid these people millions of dollars to put this out. I was like, whoa. Put this in an AI prompt. Oh, and they could make the movie? Oh man, that'd have been something. Shoot, if I know how to do all that, boy, I'd be finding a way to entertain myself tremendously. I might do it. Somebody probably know how to do it. They got all those fancy up. I would get this movie probably made up just to get that part going. But yeah, you can go see Supergirl, man. I advise everybody to at least see it once, and then you can judge it for yourself. It's watchable. It's not like it's a awful. Like the internet is. Let's talk about this Fallout for a minute. This Fallout has been crazy, dog. They've been talking about the way she looked. They talking about this girl's teeth. They talk about everything. I mean, I did notice her teeth in the movie. I'm like, wow. Normally, they don't let this happen in Hollywood. Like your teeth, if you ain't get your teeth done, like they normally you gotta have whitened teeth, straightened teeth. This girl got jagged teeth, and it's people from the UK really hating on her because she's from Australia. And they were like, yeah, they're just backwards people from the UK. They're like the backwards version of us. I'm like, wow, why are people being racist against white people? This is crazy. I'm not used to this. So they just dogging the way she looked, dogging man, it is terrible. I felt so bad for Millie Alcock. I was like, I don't really know her because I don't watch The House of Dragons and none of that. Like on the opening night, I think it did like $7 million. Wednesday and Thursday. Like Supergirl, it took what 170 million to make, and it's getting crushed. The audience got it at 77%, which means that some people from the studio have been writing fake reviews to try to boost it up. The critics got it at 58%. But you could tell by people's reviews who's really watched the movie and who's paid by somebody to make the movie. Sound like it's something it's not supposed to be. Oh, Toy Story 5 is still gonna dominate this week. They making 80 to 90 million in its second week. I mean, hell, it's not gonna probably make more money than damn what's his name? Obsession. I saw Obsession again, and my goodness, it still got a packed audience. I said, man, Obsession is still that movie costs less than $1 million to make. I'm like, on 7.8 million in preview sales. That's crazy. I mean, Black Adam did 7.6. Marvels did 6.8. Those are terrible opening numbers. The Flash, that one, I forgot what Flash did. I think it did like 10 million though when it opened. And Supergirl is way beyond the Flash. The second week numbers is going to be horrible for Supergirl. The drop off rate is going to be high. Now, James Gunn didn't direct this movie or write it. So Supergirl got to do at least 425 million in order for it to be successful. The fallout is crazy. If they would just stop with all this forced feminism, I could see if it served a purpose in the film. It was so unnecessary and unneeded. A female child is not more important than a male child. Y'all need to stop this bullshit. And this is what the problem is. If you're gonna make a feminine damn movie where women is just important in your life, then do it and so we can sit out of it. Because it was so forced. Like this was like shoehorned into the movie, and it was like, Oh my gosh, because the movie is not a feminist movie. They forced this as the motivation for a character that has no arc, a villain with no arc, no story, no real reason for what he's doing. She's chasing him because she wants to get her. He stole her vehicle, so she wants to get her vehicle back. And he's got the antidote around his neck for the dog, Crypto, and he's wearing it around his neck. He needs the antidote in order to survive. So that's her motivation to finding him. She's not really caring about the girl. She needs the antidote to save Crypto. She's not caring about this girl's arc. She was never going to help her in the movie. So this is where it takes away from the story in the comics. It's like the comics already did the job for you. They already made the story great. All you had to do was follow the goddamn story. And the thing is Supergirl's finna get crushed because she's sandwiched in between Toy Story 5 and Minions. I would have never chose that date. I'll be like, I'm not going up against Minions and Toy Story 5. Then it's like, oh well, there'll be space for Supergirl too, because the adults and the teens are gonna want to watch Supergirl. Millie Alcock is a good Supergirl. I think she's okay, but she's if you're gonna get a chick, try to get a hot chick. Normally, Supergirls have always been hot. The girl that they had on the WB, she was hot. I mean, like, she's probably not the strongest looking one. Like, I mean, Millie Alcock looked like somebody you would see in a bar. Supergirl ain't supposed to look like the girl you would see in the bar. I can't name a Supergirl that didn't look like they wouldn't be in a bar. Any one of them. You can go back to the very first Supergirl. The one from the 80s, that movie. What was that, Christy Slater or whatever? She didn't look like she was in no bar. This chick looked like she didn't smoke 40 packs of cigarettes. Some Marlboro yellows or whatever. No, she probably smoking reds. She's smoking reds. She getting a beer, doing shots. So all these scenes about her doing shots, it makes sense. Well, yeah. People did not like Billy Alcock's her her interviews really pissed them off because she was talking a whole lot of feminist stuff. And it was like, this is Snow White 2.0. And now you got all these Christian conservative groups and these male conservatives. They are getting my goodness, was like their orgasm for real. Was this? They couldn't wait to jump. They couldn't wait so bad they didn't even see the movie and was jumping on Supergirl, for 3 months straight. Look at her hair, look at her face, look at her teeth, look at her eyes, look at her nose. I'm like, jeez. Can she live? My goodness. Nobody deserved it this bad. Yeah, they did. They do. Man, they did it so crazy. It did not make sense. Yeah, well, when you got things going in your way, in your fashion, then he said Newports. Oh no, she ain't smoking no menthol. She's smoking reds. She she going Marlboro reds, straight reds. Right, Wonder Woman. All she had to do was look like Wonder Woman. All right, she looked. Everybody be man, look at her. She looked cute. That's all they needed to see. And then, they went feminist because it was completely feminist. She lived on an island of all women, and it's in the comics. So you can't say, well, they went feminist. No, that's the actual place. There was no men there. So it makes sense. Now, the plan is this: Wonder Woman has a movie coming out after the Superman movie, The Absolute Wonder Woman. That's the one they're supposed to be doing, and Supergirl is supposed to be in that. She has a 3 movie picture deal. Now, this was this one. Then she's supposed to appear in Man of Tomorrow, which they're already filming, and then she's going to appear in the Wonder Woman movie. So they'll have a chance to get this all correct, as Craig Gillespie made a critical directing error by putting the opening scene that they have here. That opening scene should have been after they did the Krypton situation. So this is like the Marvels and Snow White situation all together. Well, first of all, when you get an unknown actor that's really barely known to play Supergirl, at least make her attractive. You look at the Flash movie, the Supergirl that was in there, she was attractive. You gotta have you ain't gonna find that woman in a bar. That Supergirl, I can find her anywhere. You can go to Walmart and find that Supergirl. I ain't saying she's ugly. I'm just saying you can find her anywhere. In a trailer park near you. Supergirl. That's not how you supposed to be selling this movie. All right, y'all. I'm checking out. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Don't forget to go to the Patreon, man. We got some videos already posted up there, and we got another one with Rihanna. So make sure y'all sign up to VIP so y'all don't miss nothing that's going on. Peace.